and gentlemen, how are we all doing today? It is RatedR and I am back in the studio where the magic happens. I hope you haven't missed me too much because frankly, I haven't even been gone that long. But today, we're going to be looking into the woke generation to figure out exactly what is going on inside of their minds. But before we get into that, I'm going to need you guys to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button plus the notification bell to keep track of all of my videos coming out in the future. But with all that stuff being said and done and out the way, let's get into this video.
I am a woman. I am a real biological transgender woman. I was born this way. I will hold my space, and I will fight for the rights of transgender children. Love yourself. Be yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love.
Well, this guy gave me the fucking creeps. And I also think he's way too interested in other people's vulnerable children to be left out of prison. I genuinely think he's the modern day Pennywise. He wants to eat your kids.
Hate when people say that wheelchairs are only for people who need them. Not everyone who is a wheelchair user is paralyzed. Because if you're gonna do away with wheelchairs for anyone who has the physical ability to stand for like a couple seconds, I think we should do away with strollers. Because toddlers can stand. They can walk pretty far actually if you hold their hand. Some adults need strollers too. And that stroller is a wheelchair. So get the fuck over it.
Oh, Lord help me, I'm getting upset. Basically, what this giant piece of bubblegum is trying to say is that her gravitational pull is so strong that she believes the world should revolve around her and everybody needs to change just because she has an opinion. And of course the fact she's obese to the point where she can't walk properly is not her fault, but it's everyone else's fault around her, and everyone should cater to her needs as an obese person and do exactly what she says because she's classed as disabled. What she should be doing is channeling all this energy into joining the gym and actually doing something about her weight instead of just moaning to everyone else to bend the rules and give her something she doesn't need because of a situation she put herself in. In other words, put down the chocolate bar, pick up a dumbbell, and get shit done. Because the world doesn't cater to everyone else's problems, we just have to suck it up and get on with it. And so should you.
So I've been doing modeling going about 5 years now. As soon as I started to really go into my roots in LA, that's when the wokeism hit. And it was just kind of like, okay, now here's the visuals. I have to see chicks with, you know, dicks. Like, it's just not good to compete against. Like, you guys should have your own separate category. But don't compete against me. Like, it was already hard enough. Like, I want my own gig, not against a man.
So you don't think that females have their own spaces in modeling anymore?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, at the fashion show, they never gave me a heads up of if I'm going to be in the dressing room with boys and girls. Like, if I was...
What did you see in the dressing room?
It's like people coming up to me, hey girl, like, can you see my tuck? And it was just like, if there was like a sound effect, it would be like dun dun dun.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is just one example of how people are able to harass other people legally. There is no woman on earth that should ever have to be in this situation ever in their lives. People are able to snap their fingers, identify as a woman, walk into a woman's changing room full of women getting dressed, and all of a sudden, that woman's penis stands to attention. This is literally the world we live in. Honestly, stop the world, I'm getting off. I heard Mars is good this time of year anyway.
Your body is just saying another human body. So we're talking about two bodies when we're talking about pregnant women.
Well,
because
also it's not everyone that gets pregnant is women. Just
yes, they are. You have to have a uterus and you need to have a vagina.
You are biologically female. That's not the same thing as being a woman, but I already know your views on that.
You have a uterus and you have XX chromosomes.
You are a woman.
You are a woman.
I have a uterus, I have those chromosomes, and I'm not a woman.
You are a woman.
I am biologically female, but I'm not a woman.
The fact that this is even a debate makes the future very concerning. When World War III breaks out, we're going to spend so much time filling out the paperwork for this bullshit that we're just all going to get nuked. How do we decide who stays at home and looks after the kids when all the men are now she, thems, and all the women identify as pansexual? We're just going to get laughed at. I guess we're just going to have to send the people who identify as Apache helicopters to go fight the war while everyone else stays at home.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Cis men don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive
Yes,
to
it
cis
is.
women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body
if you are,
menstruated at
if
some
your
point
chromosomes
then.
are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're
We're
not men.
excluding a whole group of people
They're
who
women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example
science.
when we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely
They
different
are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
Sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
Now, this man has the power to save us all. Someone give him a mic to drop. This is what talking sense looks like. He's literally tearing apart the woke people so effortlessly. He's just so cool with it. We don't live in a world where people can just magically change something because they feel a certain way. Everything is backed up with science and facts. Look, by all means, if you believe in something and stand by it, then I admire you for that. But you can't force your opinions on everybody else, especially when there are science books, biology books, that prove different. You can't just make it up as you go along when it's already written in stone. By all means, be what you want to be and believe what you want to believe, but that's solely on you.
Can men get pregnant?
Mr. Chairman, yes.
Find what a woman is.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
there are people who identify
Women.
as different genders who are capable of getting pregnant. That is my position on this. I am not going to feed more into the bigotry of that question.
There is no bigotry to the question. It's simply a question. And because you can't answer the question, you call it bigotry. It's just a question. Answer the question. If you can answer the question, give the question an answer. We know what a man is, and we know what a woman is, but they're all walking around like philosophers saying, but do we know what makes a woman? Or do we have to look within ourselves? No. 9 times out of 10, I can tell if you're a man or a woman. There may be some odd cases where someone got a bit of work done in Thailand and it may throw me off a little bit, but the majority of the time, I think I can hit the nail on the head.
A non-binary person looking like this, you can look at me looking like this.
It's just interesting. I thought this was a trans debate. That's what I
don't
thought.
even. This is not a debate about who is really trans and who is not.
It can be.
We're talking about restrooms. You're so offensive. You're an offensive person, human being.
Okay.
just so
Well,
you know.
I find a lot of things over here offensive as well.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're disgusting.
And I have to. Trust me, the feeling is more than mutual.
Keep
I
it
am
cute.
I am cute.
Yeah, keep it cute, girl.
I stay cute. I don't have to
Oh,
keep
really?
it cute.
Okay.
I remain cute.
Have you ever worked directly with trans people? Have you ever worked directly?
I am
with...
right now. I am right now.
No,
We're
directly
surrounded by
in
them.
service.
She's not
That's my
grassroots.
entire career.
She is not a grassroots person. I really want to see what you've done for those organizations because I don't see any of y'all on the front line.
It's disappointing that you would disrespect all of the people that are in community service that actually do help trans people.
And it's really disappointing that you guys are disrespecting.
Do you want to know the craziest part about these people is they make a statement and then just expect us to accept it on face value just because it came out of their mouth. They have no scientific evidence, or any evidence for that matter, to back up what they're saying as facts. It makes absolutely no sense, and then as soon as they're challenged, they get on the offensive, start calling people names, and trying to belittle them. It's absolutely outrageous. And that's all because they don't know what it's like to sacrifice in life, because they're all so spoiled. And then as soon as they don't get their own way, they spit their dummies out, they get a little bit upset, and then the whole world goes, oh, don't be like that, it's okay, we'll bend the rules to suit you. And that's not how life works. They don't just believe they are a queen, they believe they are the actual queen, and that what they say should go, when in actual fact, they deserve to be in a padded cell. I really wish I didn't have to rant and rave about these people. I'm actually trying to make a light-hearted video, And all I'm doing is getting pissed off.
Or sir, I'm not sure. I didn't misgender you, did I?
Oh, please, go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's not very ladylike.
Oh, now you're fucking misgendering me. Ladylike.
Oh, well, what are you exactly?
None of your fucking business. What are you?
But you said I misgendered you. If I don't know what you are, how can I not misgender you?
I gotta say, that's a very valid question. Did anyone else hear the Windows XP shutdown tune at the end there? That guy almost hit the factory reset on that guy, girl, he, she, me thing. This proves that these people are not bothered about the cause. They just want to moan about something. He was asking very valid questions, trying to get to a point where he's not offending her, and she was giving none of the answers because all she wanted to do was continue to moan and argue. She just wanted to continue the fight, and that makes her a weirdo.
Hey, what is this right here?
The pelvis. It's the only bone in the body that's gender specific, which means it's different in boys and girls.
Is it?
Yes. The pelvis's job to protect the organs used for digesting and reproduction, which means growing babies.
Hallelujah! Someone's talking sense! You know humanity has taken a massive step back when a toddler is able to tell us gender-specific body parts, but a grown, woke person will claim it never existed. Pelvis? What's a pelvis? I've never heard of a pelvis. Have you heard of a pelvis? The world is going so far backward, and this little girl is going so far forward that I have no doubt in my mind she will be president one day. And I think that is the perfect, positive clip to end on, so I'm going to leave it there. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I was gone for a little bit of time, but there was some personal stuff that I needed to sort out, but I am back reacting to videos, trying to make you guys laugh, trying to do some light-hearted entertainment. I really hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did, ladies and gentlemen. I've been RatedR. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Please take care, and peace.